Hello, and welcome back to the sim. In this one, we're jumping in with the HJet, and on our climb out to a cruising altitude of 24,000 feet, we're going to be looking at the cruise speed control, or CSC feature that we have with the automation. Now, while we're on our way up, and we've got a little bit of time, let's look at the POH. Cruise speed control, or CSC, as part of the AFCS, or Automated Flight Control System, is leveraging the FADEC, and that function is allowing it to modulate the N1 output. Normally we're climbing out in MCT, or Maximum Continuous Thrust, and that might be around 89, 91, but effectively the engines are defining that value due to the FADEC. What that's doing for us is it's managing that power setting, and since it has this flexibility, they added a feature where you can use it like cruise control in a car. There's a couple things that are required for this to be able to work. One is you have to be in altitude hold. So the idea is you've reached your cruising altitude and the flight management system has captured altitude hold. The second one is you have to manually reduce power or increase power, but you have to get the speed to the point where it's not deviating any more than 0.85 knots in a second. So you basically want to get control of your speed, and of course you can't be exceeding VMO or going too slow. Once we've done this, we're going to be able to allow the engine to control up to 5% plus or minus on the N1, which is almost equivalent to about 5 degrees on the levers. And it will now manage the speed using that N1. And there's multiple ways to get out of it. Press the CSC button again, move your thrust levers by more than 1 degree. So again, if we just started pulling them back, it'll automatically drop out as well. Okay, so let's jump back into the sim. So just as we're coming up to 1,000 feet to go, we're gonna see the altitude cyan highlight, so it knows that we are capturing. Now you see it switch over to altitude 24,000 feet, so we are entering altitude hold. Our VS is coming down as the plane is pitching over to slowly intercept the altitude of 24,000 feet, or flight level 240, since we are at standard pressure. We hear the beep, we see the flash, and it is now capturing. And while this is happening, we can see that our speed is ratcheting up. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set a speed that we want to target, and we're going to say, we're going to go for 260. Now, this is just to move the bug there. That is not going to do anything because the moment we press CSC, it will capture whatever our current speed is. So this is where, as our speed is climbing, we need to now manually reduce thrust. So we've pulled it out of MCT, or maximum continuous thrust. And what we're trying to do is wait for that speed to stabilize. There we go. It's starting to stabilize, and we're getting close to our 260. But again, it's taking too many changes. So we're going to just reduce our power some more. And it looks like we've reached a stable speed control. We're going to hit that CSC, and we see it go green. However, it did not capture magenta, and so it's going to click off. Now hopefully that time it captured, so it wasn't moving enough, and so now we've captured at 261 knots. It's gone magenta, and over here we can see that the plane is managing the N1 now. So we don't touch the throttles again. And what you'll also see is that as winds or directions or things change, So we're coming along, and if we intercepted our next leg and our heading changed and the plane now is going to target, you'll see our N1 target is increasing on its own. So it's going ahead and it's adjusting to try to keep that 261 knots. So that is one of the coolest features. It's not an auto throttle, but it sure is handy that when you're in the cruise to not be constantly managing speed to keep you out of the barber pole. I hope you guys like this one. We're going to go ahead and cut it here. Please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't, and come along for more cool videos. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.